making the mid lane goes, taking a good tank jungler away from Lyra. Well, we'll see if Clutch just keep firing away at those mid lane pools. I mean,
Yeah.
Syndra's an obvious one.
Syndra and Zillion, I think, might be the two, because we have seen the Zillion already from Jensen. But honestly, they very clearly do not care if there's 2 more dropped into it, and it seems like they have, again, practiced another, off-meta pick. And I really do like this about Reaper. So many times, not just in the North American LCS, by the way, even at Worlds, Cassiopeia is still very much a viable option. And if you're looking at the champ select they have already set before them, with Sejuani and Gnar, they've got very beefy frontline, but they needed something else to complement this Kog'Maw backline. And Cassiopeia plus Kog'Maw are the double machine gun backline, basically. Cassiopeia, being able to spam out her Qs after someone is... The engages. Body slam flash from him is so ridiculously... The engages. Body slam flash from him is so being able to transfer over once he started that and get the engaged knockup. So now with Spellbook, Lyra is going to have not only a lower cooldown smite for his actual clear to try and help with that clearing problem, but he'll also be able to pull off the Flash Gragas moves that you take this champion for.
We'll have to see how this develops. But a quick reminder, tweet us your questions for Freak, Azael, and Cyrene to answer during NALCS tonight using the hashtag NALCS after the show tonight. So certainly get your questions in on Twitter and you know, ask some questions.
Yeah, ask some tough ones
yeah,
for
definitely.
me. You know, try and stump them, come up with some equations for them to solve. I like to see them sweat.
It's funny how you're saying that, not on any other.
Yeah, this is the one night where I'm not on, so I want to put them to the test, see what they got.
Well, checking with this top lane matchup, we are expecting quite a lot here, actually. All the way back to the bot side. Yep, it's Smoothie going in. Good defensive dazzle though, there from Hakuo. That kind of calls off the rest of that play. Apollo, though, does take some damage just from Smoothie getting in there with the headbutt pulverize combo.
Yeah, letting them know. I have Aftershock. Here's the taste. Sejuani here with the footwork for Svenskeren does help out with your clear. And you can see he actually saved the extra potion chug for a long time there. He has started out with the Talisman. Now, a lot of Sejuanis started switching over to the Hunter's Machete, and that would kind of restrict you to clearing single target camps. And the Raptor was kind of a no-no early on, as you take a lot of damage and not be able to leech off them. But as you can see, Svenskeren was able to clear that Raptor camp because he started Talisman, had the AoE leech. Meanwhile, Jensen getting chased off.
Yeah, this is a struggle actually right now for Bivin. Really harassing Jensen's Cassio down here. You can see Ari Oriana doing a lot of work. And Jensen is playing with very little mana and not that much respect.
It's an interesting point to bring up the mana, because we've seen a lot of Cassiopeias going with precision secondary for the mana on level up rune, and using that to kind of, you know, quote unquote cheese people. But as you can see there, Bivin was trying to take down the health of the Cassiopeia, and you can have, you know, unlimited mana after you level up for 7 seconds and, you know, try and spam your spells out. But if you don't have the health to go for that trade, you kind of nullify the usefulness of the early game of that rune, where Cassiopeia players have started to try and take advantage. She is one of the best at taking advantage, obviously, because the low cooldown on her E-spam after you land a poison.
Yep, you can see Forbidden, though, just getting the wave pushed back in, trying to deny a few CS. Jensen did take the opportunity to back, but has a big wave to deal with now. So Bivin continues to harass down using those combos. And looks like he'll take his back relatively soon.
And you can see it there. The mana bar goes white after the level up. That means he who would freely be able to spam out his spells. But again, wave placement there for Bivin was under control, and Jensen had no opportunity to go for a trade. In addition to being down level 425.
Bivin back as a result. Smoothie though back in with a stun onto Hakuo. Slams in with the trample. But Hakuo getting low, gonna chug those potions and Relic shield his way back up. Jensen looks like he's taking another recall. Looks like Tear of the Goddess is on the way. As Bivin returns with his own mana item here. Last chapter, as very kind Lyra freezes and pulls the wave as best he can for Forbidden. He's there to get the CS, so
perfectly able to get the assist on the minion kill there. Mid laners really do appreciate that, you know, wave control, and you can see Forbidden with a decent CS lead building up, even though it's not, you know, manifesting that big quite yet. He still has the minion wave right in front of his turret, so it's perfect positioning. And you touched on a little bit in Champ Select base when you talk about the classic.
Uh-oh, going back in. Stun lining up. Hakuo slaps Sneaky exhausted. Hakuo, though, with no mana. Sneaky's just free to deal damage.
Yeah. End of the trade here is going to be Varus trying to get off some extra damage to even it up on the supports. But again, Hakuo at the health deficit down in the bottom side is going to have to play back into the brush. And that means it makes it harder for Apollo to move up in the lane as the minions are moving against him, or away from him, and he's going to have a harder time respecting that Alistar all in. Kind of frustrating there, and they're actually going to force a recall on bottom side.
But Solo TP'd back as well. So Licorice holds on to his. Should have a decent back here as he gets Ninja Turbo. Playing very defensive actually here in the top lane. With a fleet footwork there as well. Not nearly rushing for those early phases and trying to bully Solo down early. Nice shockwave though. Jensen only level 6. Oh, sorry, level 5. Not level 6 for Bivin though. Just some harassment down. Jensen now flashing with his ultimate ready, and that will call Oriana off.
Using the Airy rune here for Bivin to really exacerbate the issue that Orianna versus Cassiopeia brings up, where Fabiven's doing a very good job with his ball control, continually going for the Q movements to harass Jensen when he was going in for the minions. And that's how Fabiven's been able to eke out this small lead, which is very important at the pro level. Now we're going to see Svenskeren walk across the ward into Lyra's hands. Lyra's going to want to exit the area so that Svenskeren doesn't see him waiting there until his mid laner collapses. Top lane could come as well.
Smoothie's actually here as well. Hello, surprise cow. Oh, the blast code knocks it back over. First blood delivered, maybe on a silver platter. Jensen's also here. He's going to collect the kill as no, he's not. It's a ruse. Svenskeren with the first blood.
You got to give the clap there. Golf claps for Smoothie. Very nice roam play. Lyra goes for the invade on the back timing of bottom lane, and this is something that you have to have for early game communication. Bottom lanes, when the supports are things like Alistar and Taric walking around, they need to be notified that top side of the map could have Smoothie over here. So he plays this perfectly. Goes in, gets the stun combo onto Lyra, so Lyra has no options of moving away from the blast cone. He then autos it to scare him deeper in their own territory. They have the mid lane collapse as well. It was just perfect, honestly, for Cloud9 right there as they secure that first blood.
Fabiven was shoving the wave and got there first and had to bail because Smoothie's timing was just so impeccable. So very well played. Nice from Lyra to smite the red buff to deny Jensen the first blood goal, but Svenskeren will certainly take it.
Yeah, definitely one of those things where bottom lane from Clutch Gaming was forced into some weird recalls because of those trades, right? So they're kind of worried about their own back timings and didn't quite notify that Smoothie could be around. Sneaky there on Kog'Maw, gets the 1v2, activate your W, and just get off the trade.
Yep, Smoothie also trying to walk out the dazzle range, but can't quite do it. Might just walk back in, ready with a stun. And onto Hakuo, but again, just harassing slowly and steadily. I mean, how far forward these two are playing in the lane has been kind of the story of their early weeks of the LCS this year.
All right, Svenskeren going to go for an invade of his own. Looks to be a warding expedition here.
For now, might turn into a smite.